Now we are going to have a shorter video where we talk about fighters who during the fight, or right after it, taught their opponent how to fight, or they taught him a technique. The sportsmanship shown is simply incredible, and that's why this video is so short. For fighters to do this, it's extremely rare. Let's get started, but first, give this video a like since it helps me out quite a bit. Aleksei Oleinik is a veteran fighter. He has fought 77 times in MMA, winning 60 of them, which is just unbelievable, and the vast majority of them were won by submission.
Trying to cut off his breathing and slowly working that arm.
There's the tap! Aleksei Oleinik!
They call him the boa constrictor because he has incredible strength for submitting people, using techniques that many thought were impossible if you didn't use the gi. For example, the Ezekiel choke. Everyone in MMA expected that it was impossible if the opponent was not wearing clothes, since there was no way to control the opponent's head to put it in the correct position to put the hands in. But Aleksei Oleinik managed to do it in a fight, using his chin to control the opponent's head.
He's trying it.
Moves up into the mount position, but
he got so good at this technique that he has won 13 career fights this way. He is simply a genius at submissions, and many have even asked him how to do it, including Vendaraa, who was his last opponent this year, who he was able to beat with another very rare technique called the scarf hold.
He's trying to pry the head back, but that's not enough. He has a very
It takes a lot of strength to win with this technique, but Oleinik is strong as a donkey. Right after the fight, Vendaraa met Oleinik in the back of the arena and asked him to teach him his famous technique, the Ezekiel choke. Vendaraa is the classic student of martial arts who wants to learn as much as he can, and that's good because he was able to ask a veteran how to use a technique that can help him a lot in his career, and he also did it right after losing the fight, which is very respectable. Devin Haney is the undisputed champion of the lightweight division, and he was able to pull this off after he was able to easily beat Jorge Kambosos Jr. this year.
1-2.
Pick up those legs! Oh, right hand! She hurt him with that right hand!
1-2 combination from Haney, and then.
But before reaching this point in his career, before being at the top of the boxing world, he had to fight a former champion Jorge Linares last year, where the fight was much closer, and he was also hurt badly at the end of the 10th round.
Tricks. Oh, he was wobbling! Devin Haney wobbled!
Haney just barely won this fight, 116 to 112, but the unbelievable thing happened right after the fight. Haney went to Linares' locker room to show him respect and thank him for the opportunity, and started talking a bit about the fight and his performance, and Linares took the time to teach him a few things.
Congratulations, champion. Thank you. Hey, good job.
True champion.
I respect you.
I respect you.
How was the speed? How was my
No,
speed?
it was fast. It was fast.
Now you have power. I like your jab, but you need to use more like jab and two. Jab and two. You use only one jab. You lose a little bit of balance. Thank you for everything.
Linares had just lost the fight. Sure, he is angry and frustrated, but he takes the time to teach this very young boxer a few things that will make him even better. That takes a lot of experience as a fighter and a lot of sportsmanship, because at that point, you're sad that you just lost. Haney is like a sponge at absorbing knowledge, as he took these tips to heart and really put them into practice as he beat Kambosos using almost nothing but his jab. Ryan Ortega rose in the UFC very quickly, beating great fighters, so he gave him the opportunity to fight one of the best in Max Holloway in December 2018, and he was not ready. Holloway put on a real show.
His first title shot, it's a lot to take in. No,
Ortega was nowhere near to being ready. He was thrown to the lions very early, and Holloway played with him. He hit him from all sides and with every combination he could think of, and what was seen most of all is that Ortega has great heart and can take a real beating, but he still lost by technical knockout by not coming out of his corner after the 4th round.
Look at Ortega, I think that eye might be shut.
It. I mean, he is a beaten man. That might be it. That's it.
But the incredible thing was that Holloway tried to teach him how to fight in the middle of the fight. Holloway hit him with everything he had, and it was because Ortega had his hands down, and Holloway wanted to teach him how to block, and he actually grabbed his hands and put them up.
For every one that Ortega lands.
It's unbelievable that he does this during the fight. It can be seen as him making fun of him, or also because he felt sorry for him. It just looks weird any way you see it during the fight. Holloway talked about this later, confirming that he wanted to teach him how to block his punches.
About me lifting his hands up. After I cracked him with 2 rights and I grabbed his wrist and I put his hands up. And everybody's like, are you helping him? I was like, dude, sometimes a guy need help, you know? And, you know, I told him after, maybe we should be friends. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, here, you know, this is where this belongs. And then he blocked my left hook. I was like, there you go. I even clapped for him after that. You can watch the fight, so.
Ortega's side was a little bit different. He said that he had broken both of his hands during the fight, and it hurt less to be hit in the face than it was to try to block the blows with his hands. Can you imagine wanting to block punches with your face rather than with your broken hands? The pain from the broken hands must have been horrible. But Holloway's sportsmanship is incredible, and that's why he is so respected in the MMA world. What do you guys think? Would you accept the teachings of your opponents, or would you think that they were insulting you? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.